So at this point, you quit your job. You know, your friend JP passed away, and you already invested in going to Art Basel. Mm-hmm. That's where Scope was at, I'm assuming.
No, Scope was in New York at the time.
Oh, was Scope?
Scope was in New York.
Art Basel. So
it was New York first. So New York was September-ish, and then they do Art Basel in December.
Yeah.
So I did September's New York show, and then they offered me to come to Basel because I did so good, but I still had to pay for another spot. So I used the money that I made selling those paintings at the one Scope to put down my down payment for the Scope for Art Basel. And then at that time I was in New York so much where I was getting little corporate situations. You know what I'm saying? I think I did the Scope show, and I also did something with like Foot Action. It was like Revolt Foot Action got me to do some stuff or whatever. So it was like they paid me a couple racks. So it just was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just be down there just running around. You know what I'm saying? And the way I found out about Art Basel, because it wasn't just like Art Basel. You know what I'm saying? So in like 2012, you know, I'm in my mom's basement. I'm super stressed out. My mom's like, Raheem, you ever call Barry? So Barry's my cousin. Her, like, I'm gonna say like a close family friend, but he family, you know what I'm saying? So her best friend is Barry's mom, my mom's best friend. Mm-hmm. We got our birthdays on the same day. He 1 year older than me, April 3rd, you know what I'm saying? We always been tight, but he did like school abroad. So when I was in Philly, he was in Milton Hershey. He was in that school Hershey or whatever. So at this time, I ain't talked to him probably in 10 years, 12 years. He a disability lawyer. He live in Miami. My mom's telling me to call him. And you know, anytime you super down, the last thing you want to do is talk to somebody who got it all together. You know what I'm saying? At that time. So she like, weeks going past. Did you call Barry yet? I'm like, Mom, I'm not calling boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him like I know him, but I haven't talked to him in years, Mom. I'm not calling him. Like, she asked me the 15th time probably. I said, what's his number, man? Just like that, Mom, what's his number? I'm gonna just call him. She gave me his number, bro. We stayed on the phone for 2 hours. Literally stayed on the phone for 2 hours. I sent him, I remember I had a razor, the Sprint razor, Verizon razor. I sent him every picture that I had in my phone till the phone got hot and cut off, bro. He called me back, my phone cut on. He said, bro, what the fuck? He said, dawg, this shit is crazy. He like, yo, you got to meet my boss. They just had an interior decorator in here, and they trying to get art. They trying to do stuff to our new workspace. I'm gonna send her these pictures. He sent her the pictures. Maybe 2 days go past. You know, you super hype about it. You somebody send a picture like, what they say? They're like, no, she ain't write me back yet. I ain't talked to her. So I'm like, at the time, I'm like, bro, I need to come down there. He's like, bro, you kind of do. And at the time, I'm like, damn, I might got like maybe a stack to my name. So I asked him, I say, bro, how much you need for me to come down there for like a month? He's like, bro, you ain't gotta pay me no money, man. He said, you can stay as long as you want. He's like, you gotta do me a painting though. I said, a paint? What size? He said, I don't know. I said, bro, go to the store, get the biggest painting, dog. I'm coming down. He gave me his address, all that shit. Flew to Miami, dog. No idea of nothing. Like, just, I'm out. Got down there. He lived in Hollywood, Florida. So that's maybe 30 minutes from the beach.
Yeah.
So I'm so Philly that I'm just around the neighborhood. Yo, what's up? I'm just talking to people like how I be in Philly, but I don't know none of these people. Yo, what's up, man? I had my art shirts on and all kinds of shit. My sneaks is painted. And like, damn, what's that? Oh, this is my stuff, man. I'm an artist, man. Just making conversation with people. So it was this one boy who had a motorcycle that lived in his, like, he lived on the top, like the top joint. It's like one of those Cali type joints where you walk into it, and it's like the steps.
Like a motel almost?
Yeah, kind of like that. So he lived over here. This other boy lived over here. He had a dope ass motorcycle, but his helmet was horrible. His helmet was like, I don't even know where he brought this helmet from. So every day I'd be like, damn, I'm gonna say something to the boy about his helmet. But I'll let it go past. Then one day I'm like, yo, bro, let me paint your helmet, man. Your bike crazy, but your helmet, fuck, your joint look crazy. He like, bro, chicks be pulling up to me saying that my bike is dope and my helmet. I said, bro, let me match the bike, your helmet with the bike. He like, you could do that? I'm like, yeah, I can do that shit. He like, how much? I'm like, man, give me $250. He like, give you $100 now? I'm like, all right, cool. Went in there, killed this helmet, bro. I hope I still got pictures of this stuff. Killed this helmet. The bull was in love with it. He turned me on to somebody else, another dude that was like, that rode with him. I painted another helmet. And then now people in this area know me for art because I'm outside painting while my man at work. I'm out there painting in like the little yard area, spray painting. Everybody coming out like, oh, that's cool, man, whatever. So somebody come up and they like, you ever been to Art Basel? I'm like, no. I said, I'm from Philly. I just got down here. I'm like, what's Art Basel? He's like, oh man, it's the biggest art week of the year. It's in December. And this is like November-ish. I'm down there. So I'm like, damn, it's coming up. He's like, yeah, you gotta be there. You gotta take some of this stuff you be doing every day out here. I'm like, damn, for real? So I started thinking like, damn, all right. And this before Uber. So the cab ride was maybe like $40 to the beach. So I'm going back and forth to the beach. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy going in the galleries. Yo, just trying to sell myself, doing the same thing I did in Philly in Miami. You know what I'm saying? But it was Miami was more like, oh, wow, you can do this? Yo, why don't you do something on our walls? And I used to always go into sneaker stores because JP was always like, yo, don't just go places and ask for stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, when you spend money, everybody listen. So I had my little money and I go in the sneaker store like, damn, I got about like 2 pairs of sneakers to go talk to the people at the front. So I'll be like, all right. So I'll go in all the sneaker stores. And I might not buy something in all the sneaker stores, but it'd be certain stores where I'm like, damn, I need to get in here. There's one store called, I forget what it was called, it was on the beach. And they had like, near the sneakers, it was like everybody, like it had Diddy on the wall, it had Wale, all these people, MMG, all these people on the wall when they buy sneaks, they get to sign the wall. So I'm like, yo, where the marker at? Let me sign the wall. They're like, who you? I'm like, bro, I'm like the craziest artist from Philly. I said, give me a marker, let me kill this joint. So it was the sneaker rack where people wrote the shit on the walls, they name, and then it was a white panel at the top. Like, just this whole area was just clean white. I'm like, let me just go write my name up that joint. Let me go crazy. I showed him my Instagram. He's like, damn, this stuff is kind of cool. He's like, let me call my boss though. He's like, you want money for this joint? I'm like, no, I don't need no money. You know what I'm saying? Got up there, Saladeen, all crazy. They like, it's to the point where people ain't even buying sneaks no more. They just like, yo, where you from? You got art studio down here? I'm like, no, I'm just down here. You know what I'm saying? So me having social media in Miami, but I'm from Philly, everybody in Philly like, yo, he ain't going crazy. This nigga live in Miami. Cause I'm like, not coming home, bro. I remember talking to my girl, which is my wife now. She'll be like, when you coming home? And I'm like, I don't know, you had to come down this joint. Niggas, palm trees, everybody understand what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm coming home. You know what I'm saying? So I was down there to maybe about, I'm gonna say a year. Then I meet an angel, bro.